Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I am going to go over my sinking funds. So first of all, this is kind of like a continuation of my last video that I posted on Monday. That was my February 2021 budget setup. I did both setting up my budget. I have a new house, new bills, all that stuff, so that was kind of exciting. I even forgot a bill in the middle of the video, so if you have not seen that, you'll definitely want to go see that. I will link that video down below, and you can go and check out my budget setup. And then this video is my sinking funds portion. I originally filmed all of it in one, and then I ended up splitting it up because the video was so long and there was so much information for both, so I decided to do a second video. Yes, I'm wearing the same clothes in both videos because, I recorded them at the same time. Halfway through editing, I was like, you know what, I need to make 2 videos, so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, if you are new here, I make budgeting videos and tips and tricks to help you live a better financial life, hopefully inspiring you, and you inspire me, and we are just inspiring and motivating each other together on this debt-free journey, financial journey, whatever stage of the game you are in. So if you are not already, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below and join me, and we will inspire and motivate each other together. Like I already said, this is a continuation, so if it sounds like I'm jumping in the middle, then that's exactly what I was doing. So let's go ahead, go in, let's look at my sinking funds, where I'm starting out for the month of February, how things are going, and also don't forget to check out my budget video where I set everything up. And before I get into the budget where my sinking funds are listed, go ahead and click that thumbs up, because sinking funds are wonderful things to have to keep you safeguarded from little things that come up in your life that you should plan for, but often people forget about or don't plan for. So let's get into the budget and sinking funds. Let's go on and look at my sinking funds, and we'll see where I'm kind of like starting out and where I will end up. Well, I say end up, but really it's where I'm starting, because the $250 that goes into my sinking funds, that goes in at the beginning of the month. But when I say starting in the fund, that means before the extra money goes into my sinking funds for that month. That's just the way that this is set up. So first of all, I have my emergency fund, and that is a $2,000 emergency fund. I used to have a $500 emergency fund, then I bumped it up to $1,000, and now it's $2,000 now that I am living on my own and have a house, and I don't have anybody to help me with the bills. So I do have a slightly, well, double a larger emergency fund just in case. But I've been on this journey for like 3 years and never really used my emergency fund, thanks to my sinking funds and being able to reallocate money. However, the last 3.5 years, I was living with my parents, and I had a lot of extra disposable income each month that was going to my student loans. I was able to, actually more than half of my paycheck was able to go to my student loan payments over the last 3 years because I had so much extra. So if I really did have an emergency, then it was easily able to be pulled from student loan payment. I would just make a less of a payment that month. I don't have that anymore. I don't have that extra income, not income, but like that extra disposable income anymore. So it is all spoken for now that I have a house. So I have bumped up my emergency fund just in case. I have rearranged some things. I don't know if you noticed my sinking funds the last budget that I posted, but progressive car insurance, that will come due in February, so I'll have to pay that, and it shouldn't be more than $450, so I should have enough in there to make that payment, and then kind of like start fresh next month. So gifts, I spent a lot at Christmas, and I'm starting the year off with $100 still in there, and so the $25 from January and then another $25 for February gets me to $150. My miscellaneous sinking fund, this is for anything like that just comes up throughout the year that might not be in the budget. So that could be my dog needs to get her checkup and shots, yearly shots. I have to pay dues for the union that I'm in to work at Churchill Downs and Keeneland. I also have a racing license I have to purchase for that. Maybe this might become like trash, and if water is paid less than once a month, or less than once a month, so like bi-monthly or tri-monthly or whatever, maybe I will up this amount and just have that be in there and just put that money towards that. I'm not sure if I'll adjust that, but right now that's just sitting at $100. It's just there just in case there's something that needs to be covered that doesn't fit in the budget somewhere else. My house repairs and updates, I had to bring that total down to make up for some of the grocery household spending that I spent in December and January, because originally I had $3,000 in there, and now I have about $2,500. My car repairs and replacement, $450 now. Clothing, starting February with $75. My medical, I'm not adding anything to that because that is a fully funded amount. That's why these two are on the left-hand side, because they are fully funded, so I'm not adding anything to them. I have $500 just in case I need new glasses or contacts, which I don't know when I'm going to buy those again. Paying co-pays to visit the doctor, anything like that. I have $500 for that. YouTube, so that is upgrading equipment, anything that I need for my office for running my business. I probably should rename that. It's not just YouTube, it's a full-on business now, so I'm not really sure what to call that right now. It would feel weird if I just put Rachel Lynn in there, because that's, I don't know, it would just be weird. That's my name, then it looks like the money is going to me, although it's my money, so anyway. So I have $150. Family time is for any time my family wants to do something and I need a little extra money, and I can say, okay, sure, yep, let's go do that. Whatever it is that you want to do, let's go out and do it and spend some money. I have had too many family members that I have lost in the last couple of years. Two grandparents and a parent I have lost. And family is too important for me to not have some money on hand. You never know. I mean, all of these people were gone before they should have been. And so it's just, family is too important for me to be like, well, I don't have any money. I'm putting a limit on that. I'm not going to take a trip to the Bahamas or something for, $5,000, but it's like, okay, if you want to go get away for the weekend, go do something, then I have the money. Now, COVID has really that has really messed things up, so we're not really going anywhere anyway, but even something little like going to the movies, which we're not doing that either, but, it's just, I'm building up that money to do something if we want to, once we don't have to worry so much about COVID. So extra change, don't even ask what that is. It's just, I like round amounts. So anyway, so this is the total for my sinking funds. It is building up. I like having that money on hand. I like seeing that it's there. It's nice just in case for emergencies. But I'm also looking at this house repairs and updates, and I'm like, I really need new windows because, oh my gosh, that would really help with my electricity and my gas, because my windows are old and I can just feel the breeze just blowing on through, and I really do. I need new windows and doors. I don't know that $2,500 is going to cover that. So that's just something that's going to have to build up over time, and we'll see how it goes. But so as much as I have in here, I feel like, wow, that's almost $5,000 I've got just in case for all these different things. If only I could just, I don't know. Anyway, and yes, could it go towards debt? Yeah, it could, but I like knowing that I have the money that I need for the things that I need just in case. I like knowing that if my car, which is getting closer and closer to 200,000 miles, if something happens to it, I will have some money in there to replace it. If something happens with the house, like I just had a plumbing issue, which, by the way, if you saw my January life update, it's February 1st, it's snowing outside, and they just came to pour concrete. So if they could have poured concrete when it was snowing outside. I don't know why they didn't do it like 2 weeks ago, but I I really miss using my driveway. Anyway, just giving you an update on my update. All right, so those are my sinking funds. I kind of feel like I have a lot of money in there. Some people might try to tell me that I have too much money, but it makes me feel safe and protected. There have been so many times in my life where I have had car problems. There have been issues with things that happen around the house, or not house. I've never had a house. This is my first house. But just things that have happened in my apartment and emergencies that if the same thing happened now that I'm in a house, I would be on the hook for a lot of money. So I like having a big cushion. I like being prepared for all of the things that come up. Then of course there's regular maintenance stuff like clothing, which, you know, eventually clothing has to be replaced over time. And even just like Christmas gifts, like that's just something that comes up every year. You have to be prepared. Maybe I have too much money, maybe not, but I would rather be protected from anything that could happen if an emergency comes up. Now, it's not all emergencies, but like my car repairs replacement, that's kind of an emergency. My household repairs and stuff, that's not really so much of an emergency. That's more like there are things that I want to do around the house in order to improve it and actually end up saving me money in the long run. So like the windows and doors, those need to be replaced, but $2,500 isn't going to cut it. So maybe I have too much money, maybe not, but I like where things are. So I'm going to end this by actually telling you that my favorite sinking fund is actually my car repair and replace, because I've had so many car issues throughout my life that makes me feel really, really, really good to have that just in case something happens to my car. And especially with it approaching 200,000 miles, I just feel really, really good knowing that if something were to happen to the car, I will be fine and I will not have to go into further debt because of it. So, if you have sinking funds, I would love to know, what is your favorite sinking fund? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.